Hello, my name's Ruth and welcome to the STEM Academy North Ibstock workshop, where today we're going to be making edible concrete. So for this activity, you're going to need some chocolate, Maltesers, a mixing bowl, a spoon, butter, a microwave or hot water, digestive biscuits, a rolling pin, a container, some greaseproof paper, a pair of scissors, a ruler, a knife, and some weights. So now you know what equipment you need. Pause the video and make sure you've got it all ready for this session. So in today's workshop, we're going to learn about concrete. Now, concrete is used a lot in structures and industry, and it's made out of cement, water, sand, and aggregate. And today we're going to build our own edible version. We're going to use some biscuits as our sand, Maltesers as our aggregate, butter as our water, and we're going to use some chocolate as our cement. And we're going to mix that all together to make some lovely blocks that we can then test. So first of all, our butter is not going to look or act very much like water in this state, so we need to melt it. To do that, you could put it in a bowl inside some hot water. We also need to melt down our chocolate till it is nice and soft and gooey. So if you want to pause the video and then once you've done that, come back and we'll get started. So now you should have your melted butter, which will act as our water, and you should have our melted chocolate, which will be our cement. And then we're going to take our digestive biscuits and we're going to put them in either a sandwich bag or a container. And using a rolling pin, we are going to smash them up till it looks like sand. And then we're going to start mixing stuff together to make our concrete. So we've got our crushed biscuits and then we've got our Maltesers, and these will be our aggregate and our sand. And we're going to start mixing. So we'll start off with our dry ingredients. We've got our aggregate and we've got our sand. Now just these two ingredients are not going to do very much. They're very dry, they don't stick together. So that's where the water and the cement comes in. So we're going to take our melted butter, which is acting as our water. And then we've got our melted chocolate. So much chocolate. So one of the key things when it comes to making concrete is mixing it and adding in some air. So let's get mixing. So once it's really well mixed and we've got some air in there, it's time to get our container ready. So we've got our container and our greaseproof paper, but in industry, the containers are actually lined with oil. So if we think of our greaseproof paper as our oil, and we're just going to put a section of that on the bottom of our container so it's easier for us to get our mixture out. And then it's time to pour in our concrete mixture. Okay, so we're going to pour that in and just push it into all the corners. So it's time to pause the video, put your mixture in the fridge for 3 hours, and then we'll come back and test our concrete. So we've taken our edible concrete out of our container, and now it's time to make some bricks out of it. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure it because you want all of your bricks to be identical sizes. So we're going to mark up the piece and then we'll cut out some bricks. So we've cut our edible concrete into bricks and now it's time to weight test them. We've got our 2 beakers and we're going to take one of our bricks and put them across the beakers. And now it's time to add some weight. So we've got 100 grams, holding that pretty well, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Okay, it's holding that pretty well. I feel like let's go for the 1 kilogram, shall we? Let's see. I am so impressed. Who knew chocolate was this strong? Okay, so it held it for a little bit, but yeah. How much are your bricks going to hold? Test them out, and while you're doing it, have a think about some of these questions. How does the ratio affect the strength of your bricks? If you were to use a mould instead of cutting up your bricks, how would that affect the strength of your bricks? And if you were to do it again, what would you change in the size and shape of your bricks to make them hold more weight? So hopefully you've enjoyed learning about concrete today. We've learned that concrete is made up of 4 things: water, cement, aggregate and sand, and when they're all mixed together they form concrete. And today we've made our own edible concrete using melted butter, melted chocolate, digestives and Maltesers. We mixed that all together, and then out of that concrete we created some bricks. We then weight tested those bricks, and now all that's left to do is to eat it. We hope you've enjoyed this session. If you want to see more activities like this, then check out our website, and we'll see you next time.